Hey, welcome back to our continuing coverage of the Oklahoma tornado here in Moore, Oklahoma. We've just gotten word from the National Weather Service that says that the peak wind, the speed of the peak wind yesterday in this tornado that hit Moore was 190 miles per hour. That's how strong it was. This is not obviously the first time this area has been hit by a powerful tornado. As we were talking about with John King back in May of 1999, an EF5 tornado ripped through the area in and around Moore, killed 36 people. It was on the ground for nearly 90 minutes. And if you take a look at this map, it may be the true tornado alley. The path of the 99 tornado in red and the one that tore through here yesterday in green struck some of the same areas. And the 1999 tornado destroyed more than 1,000 homes here in Moore. Another twister hit this area 4 years later, back in 2003. It damaged property, injured dozens of people. Thankfully, back then, no one was killed. Right now, the death toll is still underway. Frank Keating is our governor of Oklahoma 14 years. Keating was the governor of Oklahoma 14 years ago when that EF5 twister struck this area. He joins me now from Washington. Governor, it's good to see you. You've been through this before. What lessons did you learn back then that would be most helpful right now?
Well, a variety of lessons. And by the way, Anderson, thank you and John for being there and your crew. I'm in the wrong city. You're in the right city, and we're all grateful that you're there. But the most important thing is to make sure that the emergency management folks know each other, coordinate, are speaking on the same frequency, and can respond to a man-made or a natural disaster. You have a multitude of jurisdictions. Moore is a separate city. Oklahoma City, obviously, other communities around. To coordinate with FEMA, as Mary Fallon, the governor, has done, to partner with the National Guard and the local police and the state highway patrol. Very important, because people want a sense of security. We had no looting after the Oklahoma City bombing. We had, to my knowledge, no looting after the May 3rd, 1999 level 5 tornado. I would hope this would be the same. People pitch in to help one another, but you need to have coordinated professionals to help them, to hold hands with them, to make sure that they can see the proverbial light at the end of the tunnel, something I'm sure is going on right now.
Yeah, and certainly from a security standpoint, we are seeing kind of a lockdown in this area just to get into this area. You know, there are roadblocks and the like, National Guard troops. So it feels pretty good from a security standpoint. Can really people prepare for a storm this powerful? I mean, if you're living in this area, is there much you can really prepare for?
Well, the wonderful thing about Moore, and also the challenge, is that this is a community of many older people. I've been informed by some of the social service providers that a number of those older people, to save $100 a month, largely middle income, working class families, to save that $100 a month, they've canceled their property and casualty insurance. This is not good. There are a number of renters, obviously, who don't have rental insurance. Some people have let their property and casualty insurance lapse. That's why right now what we're trying to do, particularly with the Salvation Army in Oklahoma City and the Red Cross, is raise the funds necessary to provide a bridge assistance to a lot of these families, because the fact is, to be prepared means you need to have property and casualty insurance with tornado coverage. Virtually everybody does. To be prepared means in the future to have a storm shelter. They cost between $4,000 and $6,000 fully installed. Now, that's a lot of money, but to save your lives, to take your most precious possessions down into that cellar makes a lot of sense. So I think that there needs to be another conversation after this tornado and its cleanup. For example, sheltering in place, how can we best secure the lives of children in schools? Do we need to take another look at the structural soundness of these individual school buildings? Those are the kind of things, Anderson, we need to do, and I'm sure we will do, because they're very good people, quite truthfully, are in charge.
Yeah, that's an important conversation to have. Governor Keating, I appreciate you taking the time to talk with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anderson. Appreciate it.
It's an emotional moment caught on camera. We have seen so many. I mean, the emotions are obviously running high here. A woman searching for her dog in the rubble of her home got a great surprise live on the air. A bit of good news in all this tragedy. That's next.